Hi, everyone. Just wanted to reach out and give you a quick market update in the times that we're living right now. I know a lot of people are wondering what's happening. And sometimes when I tell people I'm still out showing houses and there's houses being listed, they're surprised. But the thing to remember is home is essential and people are still moving locations because of jobs and they may be delayed, but they still need a house to live in. And we at Coldwell Banker, Reilly and Sons are absolutely there to help with that. And so today I've asked Mike Reilly, our broker, to join us and just to share a little bit about what's happening with the market update. So thanks, Mike, for hanging out with me for a few minutes. And
Absolutely, Katie.
I've missed seeing you around the office and in person, but at least we have this technology to bridge that gap a little bit. So
You got it.
So first, before we talk about the market update, obviously this is unprecedented times that we're all facing and really challenging in so many different ways. But I think there's some really good things that have come out of this time as well. And so I'm curious, what is something that's pleasantly surprised you during this stay-at-home order time?
Well, first of all, thanks for having me. And yeah, certainly this has been a time where I think we've all been able to kind of maybe pull back a little bit and circle the wagons around our lives and realize maybe what's truly important. So for me personally, and I know you're have a similar situation where you've got older kids that have kind of circled back and living with you now. Same scenario with me. I've got two kids who are in their early 20s and both came back. And so for me personally and a little bit of selfishly, my wife and I have been able to kind of reconnect with our kids and at that time in their lives when they're starting to do their own thing and finish college and starting jobs, it's been a challenge for them, but for us it's been great to have them around the house and just kind of reconnect on a personal level with our small family. So
Yeah.
so that's been a positive. The other thing that I guess so proud about, from a company perspective is exactly what you mentioned. And that is, real estate was deemed essential, and it certainly is because of how important it is to many of our clients, right? When this hit, we were in the middle of doing a lot of deals for people, selling their biggest asset or helping them buy their biggest asset.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that the virus and COVID hit mid-March didn't necessarily stop those transactions. And so one of the things that I've been just kind of blown away with is how our team has responded to fulfilling those tasks and those needed tasks for our clients, right? That entrusted their biggest asset to us. And so, taking the necessary precautions and doing all the things right. But I've just been so proud of everyone trying to fulfill the responsibility that we told our clients we would help them with.
Yeah.
So that's been fun to see.
Yeah, good. That pivot that so many people have had to do with their daily routines. Speaking of daily routines, they all kind of in March got thrown upside down. And is there something that you have made sure that you've kept in your routine to kind of keep you motivated and driven throughout the day when the days sort of seem to run into each other? And
Yeah, great question. I mean, I think when it initially hit and, we all really had to shut everything down for a few days and figure out how we're going to operate our lives. I did the same thing and admittedly kind of sat on the couch for a few days and tried to ponder what that all was going to look like. But after a couple of days of that, I realized real quickly, I gotta right the ship a little bit. So what I've done after a few days when it hit, what I've done every day is I've gotten up just like it's normal, do my daily routine. I'm trying to still exercise at least 3 or 4 times a week, but simply just getting out of bed, doing the necessary things and getting dressed as if I'm going to work.
right.
And kind of starting my day off as if nothing had changed. Most of the time that's at my home office. Sometimes it's in my car by myself, driving around town, looking at projects and different things. And sometimes it's here at our office. But to me, it's just been trying to keep that daily routine alive, because I needed that focus in my life. And I found myself somebody that maybe couldn't necessarily do everything just casually from home.
Yeah.
without having that daily routine. So for me, it's just been about trying to keep things as normal as possible.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a challenge, but it helps, doesn't it?
Right.
Are you looking
Gotta,
forward to getting back to basketball?
yeah. I'm so hopeful as we make this transition here, whether it's basketball or baseball this summer or football in the fall, and kids going back to schools. And my daughter's a huge theater person, and she had a big summer plan, which all got pushed out. So I'm hopeful we can all get back as quickly as possible, as safely as possible, congregating and doing those things that we all love, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Right. Right.
because we need that in our lives. We need to be able to compete and cheer and have some wins and losses.
Absolutely. Well, tell us a little bit about the market update. And it's obviously slowed some from the spring, comparing this year to last year. But what do you expect over the next few months, and particularly kind of in the new build neighborhoods? I know we've got lots going on at West Glen and Greyhawk, two great new home neighborhoods. And so tell us a little bit about what you see the next couple of months shaping up to be for us here in Leavenworth, and then even just across the country too.
Yeah, so I would tell you Leavenworth County, and again, probably including the entire Kansas City metropolitan area, we were all off to a great start this spring. The real estate market was really hot, and when this happened about mid-March, obviously it hit the pause button. And the biggest effect of that has been the number of properties that we have on the market today. So inventory is down about 40% across the Kansas City metropolitan area. Certainly understandable, right? During the shutdown, you weren't going to list your house, obviously, if you didn't absolutely have to list your house for sale. No one wanted people in their home.
Right.
But now we're starting to see the sunlight shine a little bit more. And during this past week, we actually had over 15 listings in our company, and actually over 23 contracts in a week, which is really strong. It's almost where we would be in a typical year, right?
Mhm.
So what I'm anticipating coming out of this is the real estate market ramping up really quickly. Certainly within the Leavenworth Lansing community, the spring is the time where the military move in, move out, get new orders. And so it is a very hectic time. And so that time period is just shrunk, and we're going to have to try to make up and do the number of deals that we typically do in a shorter period of time. The great news is if your house is on the market today or someone's thinking about it, real estate values have never been stronger. We are seeing, in certain cases, multiple offers on properties, houses selling within hours of them hitting the market. So if someone's in that boat, it's a great time. But I just think there'll be fewer deals this year simply because we took 2.5 months off during a critical time of our year. So there'll be fewer deals, but I anticipate Kansas City metro area wide that real estate values are going to continue to remain solid and go up. And, from a new home perspective, which is the other aspect of our business, again, construction was deemed essential through this period. So as you drive through our new housing subdivisions, West Glen in Leavenworth, the Ridge in Lansing, and then Greyhawk at Baser, you're going to see a lot of activity. You've seen a lot of activity over the past month and a half. We've been finishing projects and starting new homes and finishing homes, and we've had quite a bit of sales activity there as well. I anticipate new homes almost leading the way out of this virus situation across the metropolitan area again, for a couple of reasons. Number one, there's inventory there where there might not be inventory as much in the resale world. There's some inventory in the new world, so more choices for people.
Right.
And then second of all, the fact that it's just new, right? No one's lived there. I think might be attractive to some buyers that say, I just love the fact that no one's lived there and I don't have to worry about any of the stuff of the past. And so I do anticipate new leading the way in the real estate world out of this for the next several months. And certainly I think Leavenworth Lansing and our company will see that as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, great. Well, we certainly, all of us at Coldwell Banker, Reilly and Sons, are are here to help folks either get out of a home that they're in right now and so they can get to the next place and write their next chapter of their story, or if they are looking to come into the area and need a place, we are here to help them find that place that is right for them at this point in time. And I could think I could speak for all of us that we're really love to do that and love to find people and match them with a home for this stage of their life, wherever that may be. And so I appreciate the time that you took today. I know you're busy, but it was great to spend a few minutes to chat with you, and I look forward to seeing just what happens with the market. And home is essential, and we know that all more now than we even
Right.
did at the beginning of March. But
That's right.
so, well, I
Well,
appreciate
great.
the time and hope you have a great afternoon.
Thanks for having me, Katie. All right. Good luck. Thank you.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. See you soon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.